I'm spring green today. The sun's back out, and we are raring to go because the weather's going to be good next week. You guys have had a really nice reaction to the storm is passing over, so I'm absolutely excited about that. But two really important things happened. Well, actually three. Spanish Inquisition. 3 really important things happened this week. Most importantly, this arrived, and a gift voucher from you all from Amazon. Oh my goodness, I can't tell you how thankful I am and how surprised and quite blubby, to be honest, I was. Thank you so much. It's just, I don't know what to say. It's lovely. First thing I've bought with them, you'll like this, is a bottle of rhubarb gin, which I think is arriving later, so I will let you know next week what it's like. But I'm very excited. You are so sweet and lovely to think of me like that. Thank you so much. It's my pleasure to do these videos and keep you all going. Thank you. So before I get emotional again, because really, don't set me off. Second important thing to happen this week is I was listening to my favourite film composer, John Williams, one of my top 3, Alexandre Desplat, Thomas Newman, and John Williams, who's the master of everything. And this song came up. I'll play it to you. Hopefully you can hear it. It is Dry Your Tears, Africa, from Amistad. And I have the music for it now. So that's going to be our next project after we finish this gospel one. So I'm going to send you the link. I want you to have a listen to it. It is absolutely superb. I think I might have mentioned it in rehearsal one time, but honestly, you're going to love it. It will be challenging, but in a good way. Once again, it's kind of like some of the other things we've done, like jazz cantata and cantar. Once you've got a main section, it tends to repeat. So it's sort of getting that, but it's going to be just beautiful when we do it. I'm so excited. So that's number 2. Number 3, I have learned to score online. Da, 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 da. So I have managed to do, I haven't finished all of it yet because it takes a really long time, but I've managed to do an arrangement of the first 2 verses and all the double choruses for The Storm is Passing Over as we've done it. I'm really chuffed about this because it took a... Oh, don't get me wrong, it's taken me hours because it's taken me far too long, really, because I'm not experienced, but I'm really chuffed. Look, actual music that I did. So I'm quite pleased, to be honest with you. Okay, so this week, what we're going to do is go over the second verse pattern of The Storm is Passing Over. You had the first one last week, and the double chorus again, okay, so that you can hear the double chorus again. The notes are all the same as last week. It's just the pattern is a little bit different in terms of the way that the words are spaced out, but really hardly at all. And then the double chorus is exactly the same. So I am going to now just load this up, and I'm going to just scroll forward now. You're going to get these parts, by the way, on your email. Okay, so that's what we heard last week. Okay, so you get it, all right? So then you'll get this as the lyric form and sheet music if you want to read it thus far. And now we're going to look at the second verse, the billows roll, okay? So let's have a little listen to the first one, okay? So we're in that E major key. We've got an E, F sharp, G sharp for the top part. All right, so I'm going to sing that for you so you can hear. The billows roll and thunder shakes the ground. The sea is rough and tempest all around. Yet I have faith and I am not afraid. The storm is passing over. The storm is passing over. quiet and build up. The storm is passing over. Medium loud. The storm is passing over. Very loud. The storm is passing over. Hallelujah. Okay, and then it will go into, and we'll do this next week, another bit that goes hallelujah, hallelujah. Okay, and that's another repeated section that we're going to go through next week. But that's how we are to begin with. All right, so number one's, that's your part there. And let me just go backwards to the beginning of that section and do the billows roll with the middle guys. You ready? So we're on a B. The billows roll and thunder shakes the ground. The sea is rough and tempest all around. Yet I have faith and I am not afraid. The storm is passing over. The storm is passing over. The storm is passing over. Hallelujah. Quieter. The storm is passing over. Gradually louder. The storm is passing over. Loud. The storm is passing over. Hallelujah. Excellent. Okay. So you can hear that. I'm going to go through some of these things again in a minute. But let's have a look at number 3s first. Okay. So again, we'll go back to the beginning of that section. And we're starting on an A flat. Okay, so that's where you start. So let's sing yours. The billows roll and thunder shakes the ground. The sea's rough and tempest all around. Yet I have faith and I am not afraid. The storm is passing over. The storm is passing over. The D natural. The storm is passing over. Hallelujah. Never forget that D natural. Quieter. The storm is passing over. The storm is passing over. And loud. The storm is passing over. Hallelujah. Excellent. Okay. So for all of you, and if you're looking at the sheet music, it might be slightly easier to see this. The two things I want to bring your attention to this week are the use of dynamics in the choruses and the use of legato notes, slurs that tell you that it needs to be joined together in one phrase. Also for articulation, you will see underneath the notes. Actually, could you look at the sheet music even if you don't read sheet music, just so you can see the articulation marks? So when you see, forgive me if you already know this, those that know this, but if you see a dot underneath a note or on top of a word, it's short staccato. Da, da, da. Take courage, my soul, and let us journey on. Okay, and when you see a line underneath the note or a little sort of V accent, circumflex over a note, it is like a hard driven note. Okay, so because this is gospel, it has quite strong articulation markings. So when you see those short dots, da 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 da. Okay, so soul, take courage, my soul, and let us journey on. And then you see that that slur, that legato marking on, and that means those notes are just joined together. There's a lot of that in this piece. So though the night is dark and I am far from home. You can hear those markings. Thanks be to God. The morning light appears. Okay, so you've got those nice markings. So if you have a look at those, and then in the chorus, we go from the first, the storm is passing over, piano, soft, little P. The storm is passing over. To mezzo, forte, medium, loud. The storm is passing over. To forte, the F, loud. The storm is passing over. Hallelujah. And then on the repeat, we drop down again. The storm is passing over. The storm is passing over. The storm is passing over. Hallelujah. Okay, so there's articulations and dynamics, which is to say when you go louder and softer, they're really, really important in this piece because it's a gospel piece, okay? So you now got those two sections to join together. The notes are the same for both sections. As I say, it's just very, very slight differences in rhythm. So you've got the sea is rough rather than though the night is. So you've got one less quaver there. So instead of though the night, it's bump, bump, the sea is rough. Okay, and you'll see that as well. The rest of it's pretty much the same, just with different words. Okay. So what I've yet to figure out, those of you who are reading the sheet music, what I've yet to figure out, and I might have to ask Ken about this, is how to put in a DS repeat. I don't know, I've tried and it's not really working, so I need to sort of figure it out. But what this means when you see first time only, obviously this is a double bar line repeat. So you then go back and repeat the beginning of the chorus, and when you get to Hallelujah, what we need then is to go straight into the next bar the second time around. So I just need to figure out how to score that online, but that's what that means, okay, when you see first time only. And I just need to kind of figure that out. Okay, all right. So now you've got section 1, the double chorus, section 2, and that chorus, and then next week we're going to go on to the next bit, which is like Hallelujah, 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 the storm is passing over. So you get to really go and bring in all your hallelujahs. Okay, so I'll leave you there for now. It's fairly straightforward if you're following on from last week now, because you've got those two together. Don't forget to do your warm-up before you do this. Sing through your parts. I'm sending you the parts anyway by email, so you can listen to your part throughout and now put those two sections together and just practice those sections. And then, yeah, next week we'll get on to the last little section of the Hallelujah. It just is easier to do it in sections like this. Yeah, on you go. Thank you for my rhubarb gin that I'm looking forward to having later. I might even take a picture and put it on Facebook so you can see me. And for whatever else I might order, I'm not sure yet. It's just lovely to have that as a special thing, you know. Oh, one more thing before I go. I don't know if you can see whether you're thinking, Joe, the light's strange in your studio. Let me take this off for a minute. Look, I've got an orange streak in my hair. Ta-da! Can you see? Yeah. So, I'm thinking of gradually adding these. I'm not really sure what I'm doing yet, but I'm going to keep adding the streaks. And then one day, you might see me completely red. I'm not sure. Depends how bored I am and how much longer the hairdressers aren't going to be able to come. So, for now, you get mad hair. Anyway, thinking of you all, as always. I really, really hope you're staying well and enjoying the sunshine. Looks like we've got more to come at the weekend and next week. Yay! It's a bit the last couple of days, but I've still managed to get out in the sun and walk the dog. So I hope you are too. Stay sane, stay well, keep singing. See you next week. Bye!